hammer them in and hook them on there, see? That's the way we hoop them. Well, you gotta have it just taut. If you have it too tight, that'll kind of warp, and sometimes it'll rip these out. So you gotta have a little bit loose there. When that's dry, that'll be solid, you know. And so you gotta know the right tension. Same way when you're building a drum, you gotta have it about that loose, because if you make it plumb tight, it'll bust while it's drying. The Indians killed white men that way. They sewed wet rawhide around their head and staked them out on an anthill, and when that shrunk, why then their brain swelled up and they died. Wouldn't that be a hell of a way to die? I'd rather die from a jealous husband or something like that.
That should get us going, shouldn't it?
The old cowboys used to. See that helps? Yep. See how it works? And if the cowboys were riding where there's a lot of dry land, they'd let their horse drink out of their hat. We'll just let that go for now.
What have we got in there?
Peach cobbler and beaver stew.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah, yeah. Is that the cobbler?
That's the stew.
We don't want to burn it.
Let's have a look.
No,
oh, look at that.
That's the stew.
There you go, Jake.
Good, yeah.
Right,
got a good scald on it. Got a good flavor to it.
Jim Bridger was a renowned storyteller. Jake is no different.
Well, Jake, what about when you were a young man?
Yeah, I've been clocked 2 or 3 different times where I walked 40 miles in one day. One of them, I got to tell you the story about this. I got done early with my hunters, and John Bradford had a hunting camp up on Togety Pass, and there was quite a group of Mormons came in there, and they had a guy from a BYU football player. They was telling what a hell of a tough guy he was and how far he could walk, and John Bradford knew me real well, you know. He said, well, you guys can brag your man up all you want, he'll never outwalk that guy right there. He pointed to me, you know. And oh, they said, you want to make a bet? And John said, yeah, what? How much you want to bet? And there were several $100 bet, you know. And so we left it. In the dark, we had a flashlight, and I walked over to Cottonwood Bench, which was 20 miles, and boy, it was right on my butt all the way. And coming out, we were about halfway out, and I looked over my shoulder and I couldn't see him. So I walked back, and there he was sitting by a little stream, and had his shoes off, and he had blisters on his feet. And he said, you win. He said, you go on, I'll hobble on in. And you know, I dog trotted on out and saddled 2 horses and went back and got them, you know. so old John Bradford, he said, see, I told you guys, there wasn't nobody gonna outwalk Jake.